class, it's time for our read aloud. Today we are reading The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn. She is the author, so that means she wrote the words in the book. And illustrated by Ruth Harper and Nancy Leake. That means they are the illustrators, so they drew the pictures in the book. Have you ever had to go to a new place before? Did you feel scared or maybe excited? Let's see how Chester feels about going to a new school. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please may I stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently. "Have you ever had to do something that you didn't want to do? How did that make you feel? Even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. What kinds of things are you excited to do at school? I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of a secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "What do you think the kissing hand is?" "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Can you spread your fingers into a fan like that? Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves me, Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. What do you think he's going to do with his mother's hand? Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan, just like that. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and "I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter the school, and as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. The end. So Chester was scared to go to school, but his mom told him about all the fun and exciting things he would get to do, and she reminded him about how much he loved her, and that made him feel a little better about going to school and going to a new place.